Hey friends, it's Anne. Let me know once you're here. Say hi. Hey Abby. Hey Cynthia. Jennifer, Melissa, Missy. I, in the last 20 minutes, have gotten the worst headache of, like, whatever. So let's see how this goes. Pop some Aleve. Hopefully it'll be gone before bed. Okay, so, May is still going on. There's still the $15 join special drop. Hey Mark and Gina. How many people you've added to your team? How many have you added? I've added 2. It's very rare for me to have 2 in a month, so I'm very excited about it. And they both took advantage of the $15 kit, which is pretty cool. So I know that the other kits are still available, so if you have people that still want to get the full size kit, they sure can. Is that light like super annoying? No, you can like just see my... Ugh. How's that? Then you get to see my messy desk. Oh, goodness sakes. Okay, so we're gonna get going because I want to keep track of time. It's 8:32, so that we make sure that we're using our time wisely, and you know, all that good stuff. So hope that you guys are all having a fantastic day. It's actually beautiful today in Minnesota, but we had snow yesterday and we're supposed to get rain the rest of the week. So I was out in my garden, gardening, pulling weeds, getting everything ready to get mulch put down as soon as it dries up. Or like we can actually have spring or summer if we ever get it. So tonight I'm going to reference this amazing book. I know it's backwards. It's Rock Your Network Marketing Business, How to Become a Network Marketing Rockstar by Sarah Robbins. She was one of the first in Rodan and Fields. So she talks about her business and how in the beginning of the book, how they changed it from, it was supposed to be just going to be like a department store business, and it was they changed it into this network marketing, and her mom was offered the opportunity first. So Sarah's mom is above Sarah in her organization, and then Sarah, but she is quite growing the big teams, so it's pretty cool. But I am reading this with my Shine Tribe, and I have a Shine Tribe which is leaders that want to like dive more into the business aspect of it, and also self-development. So we do a book club, and we have just one more week of this fabulous book, and then we switch to Get Over Your Damn Self. So it's pretty exciting and it's pretty fun. We meet just twice a month, and we chat about the books that we're reading, and it's really cool. But this chapter that we had just kind of gone over with the Shine Tribe was really cool, because it's the power prospecting, power presenting, and power close. Like all things that as Scentsy consultants that we kind of really do have to know really well how to do. Because prospecting, presenting, and closing can all mean different things, right? Like you can prospect a new recruit, you can prospect a new host, you can prospect a new customer, that sort of thing. So like really looking at like, what are we saying when we're talking about our business? Are we like do we have like a thought process of what we're going to say. Do we say the same thing every time? Do we switch it up? What do you lead with? Do you lead with buy or do you lead with join, right? Like I know we talked a lot about at World Tour about changing the script and doing the join host buy versus the buy host join. So flipping that and making your brain work a little bit harder, but really offer the opportunity first versus last. Because before we've always been buy host join, like first you see if they want to buy. If they do, great. Well, if they don't, okay, well, what if they want to host? Oh, awesome, they want to host. But then we forget about like joining. Like, why are we not doing it the flip side? So this was really cool. I'm going to share some of like the verbiage that she says because it was huge to me. And then I want to do some Mythbusters at the end. And I'm going to need you guys to participate in this because I can't do it all by myself, right? So, powers of prospecting, like where are we finding our people, right? Like where do I find people to join, to host, and to buy? Revisit customers. So here's her like top 10. Revisit your customers that you already have. Like how long have you touched base with them? So Maven is great to use that, right? Revisit a past prospect or former business builder, which is huge, right? So we can go back through and see if who was on our team, and maybe this is a good time for them to come back. Maybe that they know someone that maybe would like to join. Maybe they want to have a party. Okay, I just had a party on Friday night with my cousin, but she was also a consultant. It was a $400 party, and I'd never met any of these people before. Like, it was all brand new people. So, like, that was huge for me because it was like, oh, I should be going through my, like, past consultants and see if they want to host a party because they know people that purchased from them before. And it was a home party. It was super fun. We did favorite things. So they each brought, like, 2 items that they just adore at this time. So someone brought books. Someone brought Bath and Body Lotion. Someone brought plants, an Amazon gift card. Like, it was super fun. So try to look at like those past consultants and see if there's anyone that would maybe want to rejoin, or maybe they need wax, or maybe they host a party because if they kind of know what to do. So those are like perfect. Go through your phone or Facebook contacts. Lifestyle networking. So this is, I never do this very well, and I thought it was really cool. So I'm going to read it to you because this one I thought was really neat. So look at ways to engage in conversation, give someone a compliment, ask a lot of questions. I typically don't do the whole questions, get to know them. I just give them a sample, and then I'm like, here's Scentsy sample, and it like the conversation like just stops, right? Like it's like either do you have Scentsy or do you not have Scentsy? So it doesn't really work, but some of the suggestions that she have is like, oh, you provide a great service. So maybe at a restaurant and you got great service, or at a store. Do you love your job? Or cute kids, where do they go to school? I would love it if someone says compliments my kids or thinks that my kids are cute, and perfect to like just open up a conversation about where in my area there's 3 different school districts, and so there's a ton of different schools, and that's a great way to find common ground to see if they're in preschool like my kids, or if they're older. And then when you leave a sample, you say, I loved chatting with you today. I would love to leave you with this little gift. Tell them about the sample. I promise you'll love it. If you promise you'll try it, I promise I'll follow up. So that's just a perfect way for you to grab your phone, get out your Maven, and type in the information that you need. And then when you follow up, You say, how'd you like the product? Before I tell you more, I would love to tell you why I'm so excited about my business. This was a big thing, and I kind of skipped over that. She's always saying to lead with what's exciting in your business. Like, hey, I'm super excited about the $15 join special. Hey, I'm super excited about the Aladdin wax collection that just came out. It's so exciting to be a part of a company that always has new things coming out. Really talk about how excited you are about the business. And I hear this a lot because I've been around for a long time, is how's your business doing? Like, are you as busy? And I kind of fell into the trap, like, oh, it's different, and it is. But why am I not saying I'm so excited about the $15 join kit this month? Like, why would I say negative things about it, right? So that has been a really good push for me to say what I'm excited about. Even when people ask me oh, how's your Scentsy business going? Is it as busy as it once was? Is your team growing? It's like, yeah, my team is super growing. This awesome $15 join special this month, and everyone is taking advantage of it. Right? Would they not be excited? They would be. They would get excited. So that's pretty cool. Parties, social media, networking group or chamber events are other ways that you can find prospects. Events, so whether you're at a cocktail event, a cocktail mixer, or a holiday event, even when I think about things like Tony's Job, when they have other events going on, and they do a big Christmas event, and it's all of the electrical unions together. So it's not just the people that he works with, it's every person in this union, and it's okay, I gotta totally up my game and talk to more people. People who provide you services is another great person to prospect, because they get the whole service aspect of it. So someone that cuts your hair, your nails, dog groomer, dog walker, babysitters, all of those people are great people to offer the opportunity to share more about the buy host, join host to buy, anywhere, even to ask for referrals. Those are great people because they know so many people, right? And you can always say I have a great referral program. I would love for you to refer me. Tell them what you want them to do, not just say, oh, let me know if you know of anyone. I would love for you to refer me. See how different that sounds? I think it sounds different. I hope you agree with me. Traveling while you're traveling, strike up conversations. It's so easy to just get on your phone, or read your book, or do something else that you maybe don't get to do. But if you're looking to grow your team and to really make Scentsy a bigger part of your life, then this is a really great way to, when you're traveling, to strike up a conversation. It doesn't have to be a super long one, or maybe it's not going anywhere, then just be done. You don't have to keep trying to talk to them, but think of the different ways that we had just talked about on how to strike up a conversation. Create a list. Get your list. I know that everyone says, oh, get a list, and then everyone you see on Facebook is don't call your list, don't do this, don't do that. Do whatever you feel comfortable with, but I think lists help. Another thing that I think that you should make a list about is do a buy, a host, a join. And anytime someone hosts a party, get them on your list so that 6 months from now or a year from now, you're going to want to do a different party with them. So let's go back to that party I just did this last weekend. So Jen had a question about it. What do you do with the items? So we switched the items from the guest. So I had them fill out drawing slips, and then they got to switch items. So someone went home with 2 gifts as well as their Scentsy order. So it was really cool. They all were super stoked about it, which was really cool. And they had all seen it happen before, just as a favorite things party, but not as adding Scentsy into it. So that was really cool. But we were talking about all their warmers that they have, because they've all have a lot of warmers that when my cousin was selling. So I'm like, well, have you guys ever done like a swap party? And they were like, what is that? So I shared with them what that is, and they freaked out, like literally freaked out. And they were like, why did we never think of this before? So we already like have tentative plans, like the next catalog change that we're all getting together and we're all going to swap. And I said, I'll come, I'll bring wax so that you guys can fill your wax. But let's switch up some warmers. And they were so excited. And then too, I shared with them that we could do like a project with them as well. So we'll maybe see if we can do like the planter thing next spring. Once they do the swap party, then it's just my next way to get into their party and their circle again, which is pretty cool. So I always have like a list of constantly going of who's had parties. Maybe you've talked about another party, so then you don't have to remember it in your head. I'm not very good with that. And then, or in Maven, like you can make a list in Maven. It can remind you 6 months from the date that they have their party or the date that you put it in. You just have it remind you like, hey, connect with so-and-so because they said that they wanted to have a XYZ party or something like that. So power prospecting is all about getting the power into the right people, right? So talking to them as many people as you can, making sure that we're totally asking everyone. So she talks about, and I say she, but Sarah talks about a consultant that she says it was her $50 million mistake. So she knew of someone that she thought would be really good. She didn't offer the opportunity to her because she thought she was too busy. And someone else offered her the business and she took it, and she was a successful business owner. She was in Chicago. She just, this other person just went after it and totally got it, and now she's at the top of Rodan and Fields. So don't leave it on the table. Ask, and if they say no, they say no. But always, like, if you have that gut feeling about if someone would be really great on your team, then ask them. I feel like the two people that I have on my team now because of this $15 join special, I think that they are going to be awesome. And it's fun to see them take the lead, right? Like, take it and run with it, and see where it will go. Because sometimes people don't understand, like, getting into this business, what this business can do for them until they're in it for a while, and then they get it, right? Like, sometimes, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but did anyone sign up? Let me know if you did, raise your hand or whatever. Did you think that you were going to be at where you're at now when you signed up? Like, would I have thought 10 years ago, like, oh, I'll be a superstar director, I'll be staying home with my kids? Nope. No idea. I didn't even realize I'd be in the business this long, right? Like, that wasn't in my forefront of my mind that, oh, this is something that can take me to wherever I wanted to go. Like, it wasn't. So, let me know if you were like that though, because that's pretty awesome. So I want to switch gears into power presenting. This one is a little bit shorter. So when you're presenting, this is huge. There's 5 things. Whether you're presenting at a small group, a party, presenting in an elevator and you have 3 minutes or, 2 minutes, 90 seconds, whatever, to chit chat with someone, this is so huge. Kind of like your story, right? So this is kind of like how you would talk to someone right away after the presenting of Scentsy. So you're going to first say who you are, share your background and a little bit about yourself and what you do. Hi, I'm Anne. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a work-at-home mom, and I love to garden. I live in Sartell, Minnesota. Okay? Why were you looking for an opportunity? When I found Scentsy, I was looking for something because everyone was getting laid off at my work, so I needed like a little cushion, and everyone was doing it. How did you find your business? Why did you join? Okay, so who are you? Why were you looking for the opportunity? How did you find your business? Why did you join? I found my found Scentsy on a whim, went over to someone's house. They had white tea and cactus warming. And why did I join? Because everyone else around me was joining at that time. And so I thought it was a good idea. What results have you seen / hope to see? So I have seen the results of Scentsy in my life, being able to provide for my family when I was not able to with being laid off. I have found results being able to stay home with my kids and use Scentsy as a way to fund my house payment or whatever I wanted to say. And then 5, what excites you most? What excites me most about Scentsy is they're always coming out with new things. They're always getting better and better on trend. Like, that's huge for me because as an interior designer, I love the way that the design is going for the warmers. So let me review for you. When you're presenting, this is what you need to be saying. These 5 things, and then you need to like take a step back and then talk about whatever you want to talk about with your customer. Nothing more, nothing less, like just these 5 things. Who are you? Your background, a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Why were you looking for an opportunity? 3 is how did you find your business? Why did you join? 4, what results have you seen? And if maybe you're new, maybe what do you hope to see? I hope that Scentsy can pay for gymnastics. I hope that Scentsy can pay for hockey. I hope that, that sort of thing. So Jen, number 3 is how did you find your business? Why did you join? Those are together. What results have you seen? What / hope to see? And 6, what excites you most about Scentsy? What excites you guys most about Scentsy? Share. I want to know. What excites you the most about the Scentsy business? Okay. So really, when you're concentrating on making sure that you're presenting the best way that you can be, start out with that. And then go on to whether you're at a party or you're at an event. I've never talked to someone at an event like this, but how different would my results be if I did that, right? Like, huge. Especially like booking parties. Like, sometimes I feel like at events, people don't, they kind of want to feel you out, see who you are. So I think it's pretty cool that those 5 things could really help you. Okay. I just want to do, so this book, if you don't have it, it's very good for people that have just started, but these last few chapters I have found for me are perfect because I almost feel like I have to go back to the basics and I have to rethink about how I'm doing my business because maybe I'm not seeing the results that I want to see on how I'm doing it. So I have to like kind of change how I'm doing it. So, in this book, if you want to purchase it, it's pretty inexpensive, but sharing your story, she talks about sharing stories and sharing your story and how stories can affect the way that people kind of dig into the business. And I think stories sell so much, like they do, right? Like the story of Alex's lemonade stand, the story of Orville and Heidi and how it all got orchestrated with Kara and Colette. Like, those are all stories, and we cling to those stories, or I cling. Maybe you don't, but maybe I do. I love to share about the Kara and Colette story and how we were purchased by a family that was financially not stable and how they have grown this business to be financially free for years and years and years and for their family to be and to beyond. Like, it's an Oprah moment. Like, everyone knows who Oprah is, right? Well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people know who Oprah is. And I think having that like Oprah story behind it, like, you know, they were watching the Oprah episode about, you know, staying home and being an entrepreneur, that kind of got them thinking about what they could do. So then look at where we're at now, right? Like, pretty incredible. The 5 talking points of presenting. So as you're presenting and you're talking about different things, and especially the business opportunity, there's another 5 talking points for presenting. For to share your company story in less than 5 minutes. There's no scripting needed, as you should be coming from the place of authenticity. Okay? Pretty like straight up Scentsy. So she suggests to get 5 note cards out, write one of the P's listed below on each card, and write down a few talking points on each base on your company and help to get you started. So these 5 things are great. Partnership. Talk about why you joined and why it would be great for your prospect to join. Don't just share the features of the company, share the benefits for your prospect and why it would be a great fit. I sometimes like just jump into like, oh, you can earn incentive trips, or you can earn money, or like anything. Like, and I always think about my story and why I needed to join, but that's not always everyone's why, that they needed the money. So maybe they just, you know, need an out. Maybe they're a stay-at-home mom and they need to get out. Maybe they need a tax break. Maybe they're not happy with their current job and maybe need a happy place. Like, we don't know. But talking about why you joined and then finding out what would be a great reason for your prospect to join would be perfect, would be a really good fit. Okay, so if you wanted to do the 5 talking points of presenting, it's partnership. The number 2 is products. Share your own results on the market potential for them, not the ingredients. So this doesn't really, I mean, for Rodan and Fields, I can see how that makes sense. For Scentsy, share your product of the experience of scent, right? Like, scent is the first thing you smell when you walk into a home. Reminiscing about the different scents and what it reminds you of, the triggers of what it can do, what scents can do for people. Okay? Number 3 is programs. Share what support they will get from you and your company. So, when I'm talking about Scentsy and the different programs, we have a great customer support that is there quite a bit throughout the day to help you with any questions. We have a team page. You have myself. Like I always say, you know, stuff like that. Like, you can call me. We have a team page. We have great upline that's really invested in making sure that you get everything that you need. There's so many great resources online. There's so many great resources in the training center. Like, there's just a lot of different programs that you can use for your business. So that's what I would say when I'm talking to someone about the opportunity. The pay plan is number 4. Share how the business model works, why network marketing works, and how money is made. I don't share numbers unless asked. Share how the extra income and incentives could benefit their life. And I think this one can sometimes be a little bit trickier for people because you don't want to dive into like the numbers. Okay, you're going to make 2% here and 5% there, and, you know, whatever. If you can do the 20% for your first 1,000 and then the 25%. And then if you sell $2,000 in a month, then you make an extra 5%. And then when you are getting your team built and you're getting paid at leadership title, then you can make even more money at that by getting paid off of your team. So, I mean, that's kind of basically what I say. I don't go into like, oh, you're going to make 9% off of this league and, you know, off of this person, and then 4% off of this and 2% off of that. That just gets to be overwhelming. Number 5 is positioning and timing. Create an urgency to why the time is now for them to join. You couldn't have picked a better time to hear about this. We're now expanding in your market and across the country. I'd love for you to take the lead as we launch in your area. That I think is pretty cool, especially if you're talking with someone in another country, right? Because we're really new. I mean, really, we're new everywhere, but we're fairly young. But we're really young in Australia, New Zealand, like Germany, those areas. So it's pretty cool. But create that urgency of, especially like this month with the $15 join kit. You know, we only have to the end of this month. Take advantage of it. Get going right away so that you can start making a paycheck for the next month. Like, you know, if you wait until June, now you're not gonna get paid until July. Like, share some reasons why they would want to join right away, which is pretty cool. Okay, I know it's already 9 o'clock. But I want to talk about the power close because I love these. Okay, so you're gonna have people that say, what does it cost to get started? How does it work? What would I be doing? How do I make money? I'm so busy. I don't have enough time to do this. I don't have enough money to get started. I'm not a salesperson. I don't know anybody. I don't want to bug my friends and family. I need to try the products first. Is this a pyramid? Has anyone ever gotten that one? I have. Right? You guys have all heard those excuses, or not excuses, but those words come out of people that you are trying to prospect, right? What does it cost to get started? Easy. This month it's $15 to get started. Or if they want a diffuser, it's $130 to get started, and then you can buy your oils as needed, right? Okay. Talk about when it, you know, what does it cost to get started? So the kit is $15 to get started, but in your kit you're going to get a $20 warmer, a $6 bar of wax, and business supplies that, you know, you would have there. So you're looking at like a $40 I've lost my word. I don't know what I was going to say. So it's $15 to join. You get a $20. It's kind of like a no lose kind of thing, because you're getting more in your kit than what you're actually paying. Okay? And if you guys have better responses, I'd love to hear them. Kind of failing here. I'm nervous about the time. Like, I just don't want to take over 9, but I can maybe do here in the next 10 minutes. Okay. Here's what Sarah Robbins says. She says, all of our getting started options are less than the money amount. So you would type in, or, you know, add in $99, $59, $15, that you leverage the credibility and resources of our corporation. All of our getting started options are less than $99, and you leverage the credibility and resources for our corporation. I like that one. Okay. No matter which starter kit you choose, you have a fast start bonus to help you earn your rate of return right away, or your rate of investment right away. Okay. So no matter what, and like if they say the $59 kit, the $99 kit, $15 kit, no matter what, we have a sensational start bonus to help you earn your rate of investment right away. How does it work? What would I be doing? It's simple. We do two things. We promote an award-winning product and a life-changing opportunity. You sell by sharing your results with people you know, people you meet, and those you connect with social media and networking. We will teach you everything you need to know to be successful. It's simple and super fun. When I was at boot camp years ago, we talked about, I was like 8 years ago, we talked about how we don't want to say our business is easy. We want to say how our business is simple, because it is simple, and we can make it hard or easy or whatever, but it is a simple process, but you do need to work at it. So, saying that Scentsy is an easy sell for some people is great, but a majority of people, we always want to say that it's a simple process. Scentsy is a simple process to sell, and it's super fun. Okay, so that one was how does it work? What would I be doing? I love it's simple. We do two things: promote an award-winning product and a life-changing opportunity. Who has ever said that? Not I. No. Love it though, right? Like that's a really good tagline. Way better than, oh, you just go and have parties. Right? Like, no. Like, this gives them direction. Like, you promote the Scentsy, you promote the wax, you promote all the warmers, and you also have a life-changing opportunity that you are sharing. Right, Bob? How do I make money? Okay, so we get paid through upfront bonuses, and then you can talk about that. We don't really have that, but that's what she says. Our core, so maybe I would say, how do we get paid? So we have core compensation plan. We have a great play plan that allows you to earn on sales generated by your team. Networking marketing is one of the greatest ways to earn residual income. Okay. My team is growing exponentially, and I'm paid on an army full of customers who are elated with the results, and they're reordering throughout the year. So this one's a little bit different because they have an auto ship program, and it's a little different from Scentsy. But we do have the whiff boxes, so that could be your residual income there. We have bonuses, so you can do like the sensational start bonus, the shooting star. Granted, that's not really like a bonus, but you can buy the discounted products and then sell it at full price, so then you'd make some money. That sort of thing. But it's really keep it simple, quick, so that it's not overwhelming. Okay. And then incentives. So we have an incentive program. They run 2 to 3 incentives a year, whether it's a trip or items that we would have for selling, working our business, like the slingshot. That's pretty cool. It's neat. Like, I'm trying to think of like other incentives. So I earned a Cricut one year, way a long time ago. They did like laptops. They've done different things, but the majority of our incentives are trips. So Jennifer, I don't know which one you want me to say again. Sorry. I think maybe it's simple. We do two things. We promote an award-winning product and a life-changing opportunity. Is that what you were thinking? Okay. Another one. I'm so busy. I don't have enough time to do this. Here's her response. I love this one. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way when I got started. And so this is her story, not my story. When I was teaching kindergarten full-time and working this business very part-time, but that's not uncommon. We found that most people work this business in a very part-time hours. I started with just about 10 to 15 hours per week. So I could say I understand how you feel. I felt the same way when I got started. I was an interior designer and working this business very part-time. But that's not uncommon. A lot of people do it. We found most people work this business in very part-time hours. I started with maybe, 10 to 15 hours per week. And look at where I am now. Okay? It also says tell stories of people who are working their business part-time and still achieving results. Because it is working. I mean, there are people that are doing it part-time that still have jobs that are rocking it, right? It's so different, right? Because sometimes I get lost for words and it's like, oh, I don't know what to say. Oh, I'm going to clam up. Oh, you don't have enough time. Oh, that's too bad. Like I have a feeling that a lot of people do that. Like they just don't know what the response is. So this is great. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way when I got started. Okay? I don't have any money to get started. I can appreciate that. Many people are in the same place because of the recent recession. Because money is tight. This is all the more reason to join. What if I can teach you a simple way to make the money back with our bonuses during your first month? If this doesn't work, offer the ideas on how to save up for it. We have a kit that you can join for free, basically, right? Like just, I can appreciate it. Many people are in the same place, okay? Because money is tight, it's all the more reason for you to join. We have a kit that you can earn by hosting a Scentsy party. I can help you get results from your party to get you to the lowest price of the starter kit, or whatever you wanted to say, right? Okay. Mary, I did not know you had 2 jobs. That's amazing. Plus Scentsy. And you are rocking Scentsy. She is only been with us since December? And you're rocking. So it's great. Okay. You can go back and listen to these if you need to. I'm not a salesperson. Terrific! Yes! We are not looking for salespeople. I'm in the business of sharing an incredible product and a possibility of becoming a turnkey entrepreneur with a global brand. I'm looking for passionate people who, when they love something, they share it. If I didn't think you could do this, we wouldn't be talking. I'm reading that one again. I love this one. I'm not a salesperson. Terrific. I'm not looking for salespeople. I'm not a salesperson either. I'm in the business of sharing incredible Scentsy products and the possibility of becoming a turnkey entrepreneur with a global brand. Because we are global. I'm looking for passionate people. When they love something, they're going to share it. And if I didn't think that you could do it, we wouldn't be talking. It's like building them up, building them up, building them up. I've never, ever, ever, ever said that. Now, I have said if I didn't think that you could do this, we wouldn't be talking. I have done that. Like I just recently did it because I read this book. And I don't know if it helped, but it might have, because it was it wasn't the first conversation we had about it. It was 2 or 3 conversations about it. But I did say, I really do think that you would be amazing at this. Okay? I don't know anybody. Here's another one. What I love about this business is that it's not necessarily who you know, but the people you'll meet. Plus, this business is a great way to get to know people. I'll teach you exactly how I found my prospects and customers for my business. So it's just sharing what you know, right? And we just talked about how to find people. I don't want to bug my friends and family. This is her response. Thank goodness. I don't want you to bug your friends and family either. That's not what I do. I share what I'm doing and I pick their brains to see if there's anyone that they know would be great for this. I find out people's needs and then I try to fill that need. whether it's a need for my product or a need for extra income. I simply use the referral approach by asking them who they know. Sometimes they identify themselves as being interested in the opportunity. We do all the time. We do that all the time, asking for referrals for babysitters, dry cleaners, veterinarians. I see that one on Facebook all the time. Restaurants, when you go to a new place, you always look for a restaurant, right? That one's cool. Okay, I'm going to keep going because you can always listen back to these. I need to try the product first. This one I don't feel like I get very often, but I do get it for like people that like a lady on Friday night at the party. She just ordered a 6-pack of wax and a nightlight plug-in, and then it was like, well, I'll try that first, and then we'll see where, you know, because she had like a bunch of stuff circled, and so it was kind of like, okay. So I just made a note like to check back with her and see if she wanted to host a party because she had so much stuff circled, but she's just gonna try it first. Here's what she says. If they're local and I can get a sample packet to them, I say, here, try this now and tell me what you think. Or tell them there's a new distributor kit is a great way to sample all the products. And that's kind of like our starter kit, like our $99 starter kit. Like, that's a great way to try a lot of different products. It's the best value and it's an easy way to learn. So if they are like, you know, maybe you feel like they would be really great at the business, offer the $99 kit. Like, look at how much they're going to get in it. It's not a bad idea. Is this a pyramid? First of all, how many times do you think I've actually heard this? Actually, in my 5 years of business, I've only heard the objection once because of my belief and posture. Both are strong and are unquestionable. If you're getting a lot of this, be sure to connect with one of your leaders about personal and professional development materials that can increase your belief in yourself, your opportunity, and the profession as a whole. Okay, so what do you mean by pyramid? This is her response. So if you get, is this a pyramid? What do you mean by a pyramid? Pyramids are illegal. With pyramids, there are no exchange of goods or services. What we have is an amazing product and a very loyal customers who are elated with their results. Let's get back to talking about the business. Let's get back to talking if this business is a good fit for you. What other questions do you have? And then she says, and then I move on quickly so I don't appear to be on the defense. I love the pyramids are illegal. With pyramids, there is no exchange of goods or services. We have an amazing Scentsy product, and our customers are just super excited about our wax or about our products. Let's get back to talking about the business if this is a good fit for you. What other questions do you have? I think that's like so simple, right? You're not defending like, oh, why would you say that? Or, you know, like, oh, like I feel like people get so defensive on that question. People don't know, like, right? Like people just don't have the understanding. No doesn't mean no forever. It might mean I don't know enough. Okay? Not N-O, but K-N-O-W. I don't know enough. Okay? Or not for no forever, no not now. It's just they might need more information. And so you can ask, like, do you have enough information to make a solid decision? Or what else can I help you with to get to know more about Scentsy? How can I teach you more? You know, all of those things are really great ways to talk about that or to think about it. Because too, like, I really want you to start a list of your consultants that maybe have a possibility of joining. Because like when the $15 join special came out, like boom, if you would have a list, you'd just have like bing, 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 all these people that you could just connect with, right? Yeah. So I hope that was good information. I know it kind of got long. Sorry. Oh, 20 minutes over. Sorry. Hope that was good information. At least you can go back and listen to it. The next 2 chapters are effective enrollment and duplication and preparing yourself to lead. Oh wait, and the power of belief. So maybe we like next month we can talk about this last few chapters, but it's pretty a pretty good book. If you're new and have never been in direct sales, the beginning of this book is phenomenal. For someone that's been around for a while, it's still a good book, but it's maybe a little on the repetition. Like maybe you've already heard it or seen it, that sort of thing, but it is still really good. And if you just had a new consultant sign up, this would be a really good gift for them. So let me know if you have questions. I'll follow and make sure that I answer anything that I can. I hope that you guys have a fantastic week. Little housekeeping is we would love to hear from you guys. I'll put a poll out right after this and see what kind of topics that you guys are looking for. And for the next 3 months, Jennifer and I are going to meet on Wednesday and we're going to chit chat about some different training options. If you have a topic that you love to train on, let us know. We'd love to have you train with us. I think that's it. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. Super, super, super excited that this month is going so well. Hopefully you guys had some fun success with the Aladdin today. The new buddy and the $50 join kit. I know our team is rocking it. I'm sure, well, I know Jennifer's team is rocking it as well. So it's been exciting to see everyone's results, and don't forget about it. Like, just keep going strong. I have a feeling that numbers are going to start to build because people are going to be like, oh, I have to do it now because otherwise it's going to be gone. So, chit chat with people that you would love to have on your team and let them know that you want them on your team, because that's really important. All right, you guys, have a fantastic night and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.